to hack major seventh chords. I know they may sound or seem a little bit mysterious, but they're really straightforward. So on the key of C, a C major seventh, the essence of this chord is the seventh note. So if you just play the major, the C itself, and the B, you have that. And because if you play them close together like this, you get a lot more dissonance. You could spread them out like that. But it still sounds a little bit bland. So to get a more robust seventh, major seventh, without having to play your E and your G, is to play this down here. So you have this, and you add the C, but that still doesn't sound as great. You take the C out, and you move it down here, and you play the octave of the B's, and this is what you get. A little bit better. Let's move that up here. Still not bad. It's missing a little bit of flavor. To put the flavor in, you add the third, you don't add the fifth. So it sounds like this. How does that sound? Now, when you move this down here, you get this. When you move it up here, you get this. Not bad, right? But still, something's missing. What is missing? A weightier sound like this. See that? That's the trick. So you could do this, depending, or you can move it up. But it's moving the seventh and the third, either up or down. So down here, I'm adding the fifth. So it's very well spaced out. You have the fifth, the seventh, the third up here, and this. But with the C, it sounds more robust. So now when you take that shape and you move it from your 1 to your 4 and then your 5, it sounds pretty strange, but cool in a way, like this. Let's go to the 4th. You see how relaxing that sounds? What you could do in addition to this is go a step further and add the 9th. So it sounds like this. But always maintaining this. This never goes away. This is just adding the 1, the 5, the 9. You become free to do whatever you like. Let's move to the 4. Are you ready to go to the 5? Sound even stranger. Ooh, that's relaxing. Back to F. to 3 flat. Ooh, hear that? Back to 1. 5. Back to 1. To 4 now. Hear how it sounds different? It now makes it sound as though you are on G, even though you're on C. And you can play with this shape anywhere you like. So C, B flat, F sharp. See that? Hear that again. G sharp, F sharp. Let's do E. Yeah, that sounds E flat. And now C sharp. So it takes the power of that octave, whatever major seventh you're playing, and it adds so much flavor. A, G sharp, G, F sharp, F, E, E flat. Hear that? D, C sharp. And back to C. So I hope you found value from that. It just gives you a different flavor instead of playing major sevenths like this all the time, or like this, that position, or this position. It gets boring after a while. So to create your chords, you could add to your bass down here whatever note you want to emphasize. So if I want to emphasize major seventh, if I want to emphasize minor, if I want to emphasize an 11th, see that? And then you can beef it up with stuff down here. You know? Okay. Another wild way of creating the chord is, so if I wanted to stress a ninth, I wouldn't just play. I won't do that. I would build as this being, as it were, a type of 1. So even though this is my bass, I would look at the ninth up here. Then I could take it down here and add the 4th relative to this. So this is my ninth, but the 4th of my ninth is this, right? The G. So I could play and take that shape and move it around. Let's take that same shape, move it to F. See that has an angular, edgy sound to it. You could do it anyway. So that's F sharp. Take this note. It's really the second. You know, the second is ninth. So you take the second and you build on that with the 4th of that note and add the octave. So imagine you took these two concepts that I showed you, major seventh, just move this, see what difference it makes. Take that same concept, move it to the ninth. See that? And you could chromatically move it as well. A lot of capabilities with that shape. I hope you found it useful.